Hello, welcome to the very first edition of Spirit Said. How awesome is this? My name is Natalie and I am a podcast host, an anxiety and wellbeing coach, and I am here to give you your monthly dose of motivation. So each month I will just give you any messages that I'm guided to give you on the day, and we'll start off with a card pull. I already have an idea of what I want to speak about for this month, the month of March. So we'll see what comes up. I mean, whenever I think of March, I think of spring. I think of blossoms. I think of possibilities, of new beginnings, and that really is where my head's at the moment. But we'll see what comes up, if anything comes up that's different to that. So I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope that you are ready for this month. I've got such a good feeling coming up for March and April. I think if we look back over the last year, we look at what happened last March, it's quite difficult to look at that in a completely positive light when we're thinking about new beginnings. Whenever we think about new beginnings, we always think about something that is positive, don't we? A fresh start. And it didn't feel like that for many of us. Many of us were affected quite badly. And I guess the paradox is it was a new beginning. It was the creation, the beginning of something a little bit different. But I feel like this March is going to be holding something so much more positive for everybody involved. And how interesting, because the cards that we have here is the card deck, by the way, that I'm using, if you're interested, is the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck. Gorgeous deck. So the first card is the Sea of Mintaka, seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. So exactly what I was saying, you know, March is a time for new possibilities, and I think it's time for us to really shed anything that was holding us back, anything that was feeling like it was keeping us stuck. If there's anything for me personally that I found has really been brought to light over the last year, is time goes by so quickly. Why would we want to waste a single second of it? There has been so much potential available to all of us, and now if we can gain some perspective, we can see that potential. We can start to see what's there in front of us, ready to be born. And this perspective card says, you know, none of this matters. Zoom out, get some common ground. So much disconnect has happened within the last year. You know, it's time for us to step back a bit. It's time for us to gain perspective on what's happened. Are things really as bad as what we felt that they were? Is it really impossible for us to start moving forward now with any plans that we actually had? Is it possible for us to start seeing eye to eye with people now? I feel like this is so important. I feel like this is the beginning that is being born in March. It is this awareness of more of a unity consciousness, of understanding that actually you and I want the same things. We want freedom, we want to be loved, and we want to be happy. We want to live our lives how we see fit, and everybody has that same desire. It's just that people are going about it all a different way. You know, we have been stuck in this fearful vibration, and now with spring on the horizon, it's time for us to look at those possibilities, the potential, to gain some perspective, to gain a broader awareness of what we're feeling, who we're surrounding ourselves with, and what really is holding us back, because it's time for us to move forward. And I really get that sense of it is time for us to move forward. I can't explain it. I actually can't explain. I actually bumped into my mother-in-law just before I started recording this, and I felt so passionately when I said, it's just going to be a couple more months of this as bad as what it is right now. Things are going to start to get back to a sort of normality, but the responsibility is really on us as to what that normal looks like. How do you want your life to go? What is it that you can start to look at right now that isn't serving you? How can March be your new beginning of something that is going to make the remainder of 2021 something to be proud of? Is there a new routine that you're looking to implement into your life? Do you feel that you have lost a part of you? I think we all felt like we lost a part of us over the last year as well. It was a huge time for ego deaths, a huge time for us to do so much shadow work, myself included, did so much shadow work at the end of 2020. And we are coming into this next month feeling refreshed, feeling aware, having more clarity around what our vision is for our future and for our family's future. So I'm going to leave you with that. I feel like that's a really great message for March. And just to remind you of those two cards again, you know, gain some perspective, see the potentials, bring what is unconscious in you to your conscious mind. We've got so much to look forward to, and I can't wait to speak to you again next month. Have a wonderful month, and let me know if you can, if you're able to contact me on here or find me on social media. My Instagram is at Natalie Hills Official or Soul Mood Podcast. Let me know if this resonated with you, and let me know if it's helped you gain more clarity on where to focus your attention in March. Lots of love.